So, this is Pottersweetie's top 5 favorite movies of all time. Currently. Yeah. So, my number one favorite movie of all time is Marie Antoinette with Kirsten Dunst. I know that's kind of controversial because a lot of people either completely hate this movie or they completely love it or they don't know what to think about it. But I personally adore this movie so much. I can watch this movie, and I often do, over and over and over and over again. I can repeat the lines. I can sing the songs. I can tell you what she's wearing in certain scenes. I can tell you what they're eating. I could tell you what room it is in Versailles. I can also, though, I can correct the movie when it's wrong, which kind of pisses me off. But, I'm a huge fan of history. I love history, especially French history. And the French Revolution I'm kind of obsessed with it. I love Marie Antoinette. I love the whole scandalous life she led and all the drama and gossip around her. Oh, I love it. And this movie, when it came out, I automatically bought it. Didn't even know if it was good. But I watched it and I fell in love with it. It's not completely historically accurate with what I know, but the acting, it just makes the characters, the historical figures we know, it makes them real. You feel like you can relate to them, which is hard to do with such, historical people. And, the acting's amazing. The clothes are absolutely, I can't even express my love for those clothes. It's just, I wish I could go to school in those clothes, really. I do. The music fits in a different way, but it's so good and it's so perfect. And the sets they're Versailles. Obviously they're going to be beautiful, and it's just the food's so cute and pretty, and you just love it all. And the whole movie, it's just a fun movie, but it has depth to it. And it doesn't have a really necessary plot line that's easy to follow, but I feel like it represents Marie Antoinette's story very well. And I loved it, personally. Okay. My second favorite movie of all time is Iron Jawed Angels, another historical movie. It's about the women's suffrage movement in the early 1900s, 1915, 1917, around them. It stars Hilary Swank, and it's kind of amazing. It's another movie I can watch over and over and over and over and over and over and over, which I have done. The first time I saw it was this summer. I was taking a history course over the summer, and the teacher showed us this movie. And I loved it. I loved the whole thing, the whole beginning, the whole middle. Towards the end, I'm going to give you a little spoiler of the movie here. I'm sorry if I'm ruining it for anyone. Towards the end, there's horrible force-feeding scene, which is what happened to the suffragettes when they went to the workhouse, the Occoquan workhouse, for what's it called? For picketing the president. Whatever. It's another story. Anyway, so there's a horrible force-feeding scene. They shove a tube down her throat, and it's just, I was sitting there. My teacher had to leave the room. She's like, you guys can leave too if you can't stand this. But we all sat through it. We weren't going to leave. I sat there, and I was blown away by I closed my eyes a couple times, covered my ears. It's a pretty bad scene. Every time I watch it now, I have to fast forward that scene, but I remember I was speechless after that movie. I left the classroom, and I couldn't say anything to anyone. Everyone was like, what's wrong? I was like, I just saw the most disturbing, moving movie in the entire world. A few days passed, I kind of got obsessed with it, and I was telling everyone, I was like, oh my gosh, I saw this force-feeding scene in this movie, and they were all just like, ew, don't tell me this is kind of gross. And I kind of got obsessed with it, and I saw it again when I was in a library that's actually not even near my town, and I went to this library, and I saw the movie, and I got it automatically. I didn't even think about it. And I watched it, and I was like, this is amazing. Obviously, I fast-forward through that scene, but it was amazing, and I realized that. And the music, the costumes, the story, the acting, it blows me away, really. And it's really moving. I think everyone everyone should see this movie, especially women in America who can one day vote because of what these women did during this time, because it was a big sacrifice. And it's just an amazing movie, really. So, yeah. My third favorite movie of all time is The Secret Garden. The really good one, not the Hallmark one. Not that I have anything against the Hallmark one, but the really good one. It's amazing and beautiful, and I watch it whenever I can, really. It's, the story, it's just so beautiful. Like, the clothes. I'm obviously a big fan of clothes, especially in historical movies. The clothes, the Misselthwaite Manor, the story, the acting. It's innocent and it's beautiful, but it has so much meaning behind it. And I'm not going to talk a lot about this movie, but I think everyone should see it. Any age, anyone. It's just a beautiful movie, and it makes me smile. So yeah. My fourth favorite movie of all time is the fourth Harry Potter, The Goblet of Fire. I absolutely loved this movie. I love all the Harry Potter movies, really. But The Goblet of Fire was my favorite Harry Potter book, and it became my favorite Harry Potter movie. I loved the director. I loved the way he did the movie. I love the aspects of the foreign schools coming in and competing. Fleur Delacour is my favorite character because she's just awesome and kick-ass. And, there wasn't a lot of her in the movie, but, for what there was, I just loved the movie. I love Victor, I love Cedric, I love Fleur, I love Mad Eye Moody. I love all of them. So, and I love Rita Skeeter. She's such a piece of work in this movie. I love her. So, that was my favorite, my fourth favorite movie, for obvious reasons, because it's just amazing in every way, and I can't even describe it. Fifth favorite movie, and the only reason it's last is because it's not even a movie. It's actually it was a mini-series, but I'm going to say it was a movie because I want to. It's the first half of Gunpowder Treason and Plot with Clemens Posey in it. I ordered it from England, which was stupid, because when I got it I couldn't play it on anything because I don't have a British DVD player, which was the dumbest thing ever. I had to convert my computer and all this nonsense, but I'm so glad I did because it is so amazing. I'm a big fan of history, obviously, and another favorite historical figure of mine is Mary Stuart, Mary Queen of Scots. She had such a tragic life, and it's so moving and beautiful to me. And I love the way Clemens Posey portrayed her. I love Clemens Posey. I love this movie. I love the characters. I loved the story. I love the truth in it. I love how they weren't afraid to show any gore or anything, that wasn't true to the time. I just loved it. I loved the clothes, again, beautiful Elizabethan gowns and little, men, what they wear, like doublets, I don't know, whatever, doublets, however you say it, I don't know, whatever. The clothes were amazing. The castles in Scotland were amazing that they used. The story was just so well written, so perfectly done. That's one of my favorite movies. It's even though it's not a movie, but it's really up there. But so I'm gonna put it in anyway. Okay, so those are my top 5 favorite movies, and I'm gonna shut up now. Anyone has any comments on the movies? Anyone agree, disagree? Have anything to say? Any suggestions for movies I might like after hearing these? Go ahead, comment. Those are my favorite movies, and I'm going to shut up now. And okay, so bye. Sorry this was so long. Bye. That's the way I feel.